Welcome again. I don't know if you've seen the earlier okay, the earlier video, ladies and gentlemen, about the bills. But you know, something occurred to me. All of us have to pay bills. But what if we could get paid by the very bills that we pay? Now, for investors out there, Wall Street aficionados, I believe that's the word, all of you already know what I'm talking about. But what about the general public that maybe is not as savvy in the investment world? Well, I'm not saying you're not. But what I'm talking about is you have to pay the electric bill, right? You know, whatever utility is. Maybe it's West Penn Power. Maybe it's Duquesne Light. Maybe it's California Power, or whatever name there is where you're at. Or wherever you are. Maybe it's India Power if you're in the country of India. Or Russian Electric. I don't know. Whatever name it is. Do you know there's a way for you to get paid money back from your utilities? That's right. Yes, I'm talking about investing in stocks and investing in the company. So here's the thing. Why can't you go online, we read an investor's newspaper, and maybe consider investing in utilities and or commodities? Now, utilities that you can invest in that are publicly traded in my state would be something like a Duquesne Light or something of that effect. And what happens is, once you make money, once your investment, your share or shares actually makes money, you get what they call dividends that you could either reinvest or you could actually take that money out and use it as income. So the bills can pay you. Now, how many of you out there ever thought of that? And yes, this will work and apply to almost every utility you can think of. And let me tell you something else. Even your local grocery store, many of them are publicly traded. There are privately owned, but you may be able to approach the owner of that store. Even let's say you're in Pittsburgh, I believe Giant Eagle is actually privately owned. But let's just say it's privately owned. There's nothing stopping you from calling, emailing, or contacting that company and see if they're open to you investing. And you would get a share or shares of that company. But let's take it a little bit further. What's wrong with you investing in Apple computers? And what's wrong with you investing in McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Steak and Shake, Hardee's if they're still out there, maybe Carl's Jr., whatever company that you go to, Taco Bell, your local newspaper, or AOL, or Google. Every company on earth is either publicly traded or it is private, and there's ways around it. But the fact is, ladies and gentlemen, you could start making money from your bills. So we're going to continue that in another video. For now, I'm going to ask my assistant, Annette, to go ahead and end this particular episode, but not before I do something very important, reminding you of something very important. Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, so go ahead and listen. Remember that you and humanity and all forms of life, yes, it really does matter.